Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. So the vlog this week, I didn't have a lot of footage because I spent a majority of the time sculpting, so it was kind of boring. So I thought I would do like a little available artwork tour, so just going through the art dolls and some paintings and stuff that I have available. It's always nice to see like the scope of work that's been done or that's available, I guess. So I'll start off with the art dolls, and then maybe I'll show a couple of paintings and stuff that are available as well. But I'll start off with the little Tasmanian Tiger. So yeah, it's a little albino Tasmanian Tiger, and he's quite nice and smooth. So he's one of the smaller dolls that I've done, and he is made of resin head, resin feet, and he's got a ball and socket armature. So he's quite posable and quite steady, so you can pose him in like heaps of different little poses and move his tail around and stuff. So I've made a couple of Tasmanian Tigers, but I originally made a normal coloured one of this, and yeah, I decided to try a albino version because I've never seen one. So that is the little Tasmanian Tiger. You've got hand painted eyes as well. So yeah, he's also, yeah, you can find him in my shop, creaturesinhat.com. The second one is a fox. So he is a Sunburst Fox, I think I called him. He's got this really nice, I guess, whimsical faux fur. It's really vibrant and really bright, and it's got like when I had this faux fur, I kind of imagined like sun flares. So that's kind of what I went for with this little fox. So he's again a little bit of a bigger doll. He's got a ball and socket spine, so again quite sturdy, and his legs are wire armature, so they can bend quite well as well. So it's a combination of the two armatures. And he's like, I haven't really made many fantasy dolls lately, so I'm kind of moving away from fantasy dolls. So if you want to get one of my fantasy kind of dolls, yeah, just have a look at some of the ones that I have available now. And yeah, so he's got glass eyes as well, so there's a bit more of a realistic look to it. Don't know how well you can see that, but yeah, quite like the way he turned out, and I really like the way he can pose and just like his little skinny body and stuff. So yeah, it's quite nice. Got a nice little face too. So that's that one. The next one is a stag. So he's probably the biggest one that I have available right now. So yeah, he's quite big. I really like the way the stag head turned out when I first sculpted it, and just like the antlers, the way they come together, I think it looks really, I guess, realistic. So this was I can't remember the name of this one, I should say. The Ancient Sun Stag, that's what he was. And he's like, yeah, a combination of different furs. So the neck fur is really soft, and the body fur is also soft, but a little bit longer, and it has like that nice starburst or sunburst look to it. The head is resin, the hooves are also resin, and he has a ball and socket armature inside, so he's also quite sturdy, especially for his size. You need a nice sturdy body. The eyes are handmade glass eyes, so I made these glass eyes. And the antlers are plastic, so, and not made by me, but they're really sturdy, so they'll have really less of a chance of breaking. I've never broken any of these, so they're really sturdy because they're plastic. So yeah, so that is probably the biggest doll. I added these little nice colouring here to kind of correspond with the body as well, so he's also available as well. The next one is the Bloodwolf. So he's probably one of my recent ones, and the last sort of fantasy doll that I've made so far. So I haven't made a wolf in a while, I should say, so this was just like a spur of the moment, I want to make a fantasy wolf type thing. And I've always liked this coloured faux fur. I thought it was always really nice, and I paired it with black faux fur just so it sort of blends in nicely, and then I broke it up with some white, you know, what I normally did on all of my fantasy dolls, with this white and the white ears and the black ears on the back. But yes, so he is resin head, resin feet, glass eyes as well, so the nice green glass eyes, and he has a ball and socket armature inside, so he's pretty poseable and really sturdy as well. So it's always great with the ball and socket armatures how they are sturdy. So yes, he is also available in my shop. The next one is something a little bit different, and just kind of like, it was an experiment and wanting to do something completely different from what I normally do. So it is a Lunar Moth. So he is small. I don't know how well it will focus on that. There we go. So it's a little Lunar Moth. He's got material wings that are poseable, so you can pose them up or out, just depending on how you want to display her. Just obviously bigger than a normal Lunar Moth. And the little legs are poseable as well, so you can wrap it around something and make it hold on to something. You can hold on to it with your hand. The body is a faux fur, so nice little faux fur, with some feather little antenna things, and yeah, so the wings are hand painted to have the Lunar Moth look to it. But yeah, so I'm pretty happy with the way this turned out. I never had made a moth before, so it was something that I wanted to do a little differently, and yeah, pretty happy with the way it turned out. I also have a tutorial on how I made these wings as well, so you can check that out. It's on my Patreon, and it's got little Sculpey polymer clay eyes, just so a bit more realistic. But yeah, so something a bit smaller if you don't like the bigger dolls. You can check out this little Lunar Moth as well. Okay, the next one is this little Chihuahua. So this Chihuahua is like a one-of-a-kind one, and it's got like a different type of mottled fur. So he has a polymer clay head with glass eyes, resin feet, and he has a ball and socket armature neck and a wire armature body, like legs. So is a combination armature again, but super poseable. So yeah, that's the little one that we have here. He's quite small, kind of life size, I guess. But yeah, nice and flexible, poses nicely. Put the tail around anywhere. So yeah, this is the next one that is available. It's got a huge head. But yeah, check them out in my store if you like Chihuahuas. The next one is like a combination, I like a pair, if that makes sense. So the pair is the Sun and Moon Kitsunes. I should move it out of his face. So they've got the Sun Kitsune and the Moon Kitsune. And it's got like the Japanese non masks that I've done plenty of these dolls before, but this was like a pair, combination pair of them. And they both have their arms up. But yeah, I really liked the concept of this one. So the sun was obviously the red, and the moon was obviously the blue, with the darker body. Oh, I've got fluff in my eye. So they've got that Mongolian faux fur for the white one, and the black one has like a gradient black to grey faux fur. But yeah, there's two separate dolls. You don't have to get them both at the same time. You can get them one each, I guess. But I liked the concept of having them both, sun and moon, as displayed, you know, standing up as well. So something a little bit different, something more of a Japanese origin as well, which I did like doing at the time. And I probably still do some with Japanese origins as well, because I've done a few of these dolls with these masks. But yeah, so they stand together, and yeah, so that's those ones. The next one is a dragon. So this is one of the dolls that I did that was different from what I've done before. Oh my god. And yeah, it was just like totally different, and I wouldn't say experimental, but something that I just wanted to try to see how it turned out, and if I liked how it turned out, which I'm really happy with the way it turned out. You know, the wings are posable, you can pose them any way you want. Just being gentle here, but yeah, so the body is, you know, got a nice shape of a dragon as well, something that was like, again, totally different from what I've done before, and using really a flat, not using faux fur as well in a doll is really a step above what I normally do. So he has a ball and socket armature inside, so he's super steady, and he can stand up on, you know, he can stand up on his two legs. Obviously it's hard to pose him on my hand, but he can stand up on his two legs with his tail. If you need support, you can use his tail for support. His head is quite posable as well, so you can pose them in heaps of different poses. So he's got a resin head, he's got glass eyes, and the horns are made from like a foam clay, which is really lightweight, and you know, pretty sturdy. Haven't had any of the foam things break before, so yeah. And his little claws, or spines I should say, are also made from a resin, so they have been applied to the back there, which I think makes a really nice effect, and realism, I guess. So yeah, so he is also available in my shop, and he's called a Darklands Dragon. That was when I was making creatures from a map that I made, so it was like region specific, and yeah, so that is the little dragon. All right, the next lot. So these will be the last lot of art dolls that are available. So my newest one that's available is the Hammerhead Bat. If we can open it up a little bit. So these are this is my newest one that's more focused on real animals. So currently the Hammerhead Bat, he has a super sculpty face. That's how I got this flesh toned or beigey flesh toned color, with also some hand painted glass eyes. He's fully posable, so the wings are posable, which have a wire armature inside of it. His body has a ball and socket armature, so again, fully posable, and he can also be hung upside down if you want to display him like that as well. So yeah, super happy with the way this one turned out. Here's my newest doll that is available, so check it out. You can see how much things have changed over the time, over the course of all the dolls that I've shown so far. But yeah, super happy with the way he turned out. He looks so realistic and such a weird creature as well. So that is the Hammerhead Bat. The next lot are Flying Foxes, so they're from the Flying Fox collection. So they come in a range of different colours, so I'll try and be a bit quicker with these Flying Foxes because they've got the same sort of setup. They're just different colours. So they all have a resin head and painted eyes. They have a resin feet as well. They have a ball and socket armature inside and a wire armature wings, so they're fully posable. So this little one is a brown and rust coloured Flying Fox, and again can be hung upside down if you want to display him like that, because I've made the claws little hook like, so they can be displayed and hook onto something. So yeah, so that is the Flying Fox, the brown and rust coloured one at least. The next color is like a fantasy sort of color. So he is a galaxy, purple galaxy flying fox, and same setup as well. He's just got a black head with blue eyes. They're really dark blue, but they are blue. And again, fully posable wings, so you can display it any way you want. And yeah, I think the galaxy coloring looks really nice against the black coloring. And he kind of just looks like a black flying fox when the wings are covered up, but when you open him up, he turns out to be galaxy colored. So yeah, really nice. And again, can be displayed from his feet upside down. Yeah, so that's a galaxy one. The next one is a white flying fox, and it's like it's not an albino version, it's just a white colored flying fox, but it kind of mimics an albino one, I guess. But yeah, again, the wings fully posable. I've added the shading with the pink on the wings to make it a bit more realistic. But yeah, again, can be, what's called another one, can be displayed like that and with the face like that. But yeah, I really like the way the pink one turned out. I think it turned out really nice. Just something a bit different from the darker ones that I made. But that's the little white one. And then we have another semi-fantasy coloured version of one. So I had this nice pink faux fur, and I thought it's pretty subtle and can pass for a realistic flying fox, I guess. Because there's more colourful flying foxes around, so I thought this one would turn out nice and realistic. So it's a rose coloured flying fox. Again, the same setup, and also, which way do we go? Also, the wings are fully posable, so you get the body colour come out there with his little arms. And again, can be displayed like that, or however you want him displayed. I should say her, I guess, this one. But yeah, that's the little rose one, so it's pretty cute. The last flying fox that I have available is another brown one, but it has a cream neck. So another sort of realistic coloured flying fox. That's his little face, and when you open him up, you get the cream and the brown coloured effect in the middle as well. So that is all of the flying foxes that are available, and bats, I should say, hammerhead bats. And the last little one for the art dolls is this little bunny. So it's a little tiny bunny, and the last sort of fantasy one that I have available, and a little bit more affordable for if you want a smaller doll. Yeah, this one's a bit more affordable. So yeah, she's got painted eyes, so no glass eyes this time, but a resin head and resin feet. And she also has a wire armature because she's a smaller doll, so that's a little wire armature inside, and floppy ears because she's a mini lop. But yeah, that's probably the cheapest doll out there because it is quite small. But this faux fur is like super soft though, super soft, and really nice to touch. So, and then he's got the nice fluffy mane and fluffy tail. So if you want something a little bit more cute or a bit cuter, that's what we have. So that's all the art dolls, but I'll show you some of the paintings that I have for sale as well, and then I'll finish it up with that, I guess. Okay, so I'll probably just do like a power show and tell of the paintings, but I have a whole heap of them in my shop. Let's go through a couple of these ones. I'm not going to go through every single one, but just check out my shop and have a look what's available. I'm sure you'll come across something that you really like. So we have from the Nadir collection. So we have a a painting of him, the original painting I should say of her, with the gold colouring in the background. So that original is also available. We have a painting of the Aurora lion that I did a long time ago, and I made it into a digital print as well, so you can get prints and the original of this one. Same deal with this polar bear, so also the original is available and also some prints. I think the prints are available. If they're not, if you want to print, just let me know. For any, and that goes for any of these, because I can't remember what I did. But the originals are available if I show you the originals. So this is a nice little polar bear with the Aurora. We have an Aurora panther, or black panther, I should say. So this was one of my favorites at the time. And then I have a whole heap of like little silhouette ones that are available in my shop. So I'm not going to go through all of the silhouette ones, but you get the idea. They have like a space theme in the middle of it, but just check them out because there's a whole heap of different ones, and I'm sure there's one that you'll come across that you like. So yeah, I've got a whole heap of those. And what's these ones? Oh, these are prints. There's prints. Yeah, so I have prints of the lion as well if you want some. So just check out what's in my shop and I'm sure you'll find something that you'd like. I also have a little Aurora painting on handmade papers. So I have a fair few things in handmade papers. A nebula, and this nebula goes with the galaxy wolf that I made not too long ago. I have some little mushrooms available as well, so they're like a little study, so I think they look really nice in a frame, like a dark frame, and just placed on top of a backing, like a black backing, I think, and it would really stand out. It would also look nice on like a timber frame as well, like a rustic timber frame. But yeah, so they're the little studies. I have a little forest one as well, which that's the last one that's available out of the set. I also have from the forest collections an A3 forest, so this is the ones that I just released not too long ago, so I won't show them for too long. And some more landscape version. I also have an A3 version of this little pastel galaxy whale as well, so that is also available. But I will get on to the next bit. Okay, so just going to quickly go through the rest of that pine collection as well, just because it's on top here. So we've got the 4 A5 ones that I released not too long ago, and these two versions. So they're on handmade paper. We've got the A3 ones that were on recycled paper, which I think look really nice. All three together. And we've got some packs as well. So the packs come with they're like really good value. So I did like a galaxy one, there's 2 stickers and 2 like color themed space versions. So they've got some Aurora ones. There are also digital copies of these available, so yeah, check that out. Again, we have, I'm not going to pull them all out, but we've got a bear, and this is a green, like a green theme, so they're all based on color themes. So we've got some Aurora and that Aurora, and we've got 2 stickers in there as well that you can see down the bottom there. These little stickers. We've got a pink theme, so we've got the pink wolf, we've got 2 little stickers down there, and 2 pink themed galaxy ones. But you can check out what is actually in the packs when you look at the store listing. I'll show you, it goes through like what's actually available in the pack. So this is a blue pack with an owl, stickers, and 2 Aurora ones. So pretty good value for money, those. What else have we got? So not too much in here. So these ones are just like sketches and stuff that I've done before, and things that I've worked on with a Red Wolf thing. So yeah, those are basically all of the paintings that I have available. So there's not a whole lot of paintings. A lot of them have sold, but just check out my shop and have a look. I also have 2 sculptures available. One is the Nadir sculpture, so that's quite big, and it's on like a shelving up there, so I have to climb up on the desk to get it. But maybe I'll try and insert a picture so you can see what it looks like. But this is another smaller sculpture that I have, and it is the Galaxy Wolf. So it's a little sculpture that's like, you know, hand size. Really like the way this turned out. It's sculpted out of polymer clay, and it has like little glass bead eyes. Don't know if you can see that, but yeah, I really like the way this paint job turned out. It's really cool, and it sort of corresponds with the rest of the collection that I released with this character. So if you like little sculptures, yeah, then definitely check that out. And if you want to ever commission me for something, let me know. That goes for paintings, also little sculptures, because I don't do many sculptures, and that also goes for art dolls as well. So always, yeah, if you want to, always remember that I do take commission. So I just don't really advertise it that often, because sometimes it can get a bit out of hand and a bit too much. But yeah, if you really want something, then yeah, just shoot me a message on my Creatures of Nat page and I'll get back to you. But that's pretty much it for the little show and tell. I know it was a bit long, so thanks for sticking with me. I have other things that are releasing. There's heaps of other things in my shop, like stickers and stuff, but I'm not going to go through every little thing. I just wanted to do like a highlight video, I guess. Payment plans are available for everything, so if you do want a payment plan, if you really want something and do want a payment plan, just shoot me a message and we can work something out. I'm always really flexible with that, so that's always an option. And yeah, I've always had people that are really happy with the flexibility that I can offer as well. And yeah, so check me out on Instagram, Facebook. All these items are in my shop at creaturesofnat.com. If you are a $10 and above Patreon member, you can get 10% off anything, so always keep that in mind. I do a coupon every month that people can use in my shop. And one last thing is I'm going to be ordering the ball and socket armature this week sometime. So if you want to get take advantage of that 10% discount for the pre-order, check it out, because otherwise when I have them in stock, they will go back to the original price. So that's minus a 10% discount. And that's also in my store. But my battery's going to die, so I'll leave it there. And I will catch you in the next one. Thank you for watching. Thanks to my patrons as well. And check me out on Instagram, TikTok, Facebook, Creatures of Nat. And I'll see you in the next one. Bye!